Hi guys, good morning. My name's Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. My channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse get free and stay free. I've been asked many times why the narc cannot just be loved. Now, you consider this deranged individual has targeted you, they have invested in you, they have idealized you, they have love bombed you, they put some kind of demon spell up on you, and now you're hooked. You're absolutely hooked. You're blindly in love with them. You're willing to accept all of their shortcomings. All you want to do is fix it. All you want to do is save it. So why? Why did they invest all this time in getting you hooked just to dump you and discard you? And I want to talk about that today. So there you are, minding your own business, and one of these fiends targets you. They identify in you the ability to love, to be empathetic, to be kind, to be compassionate, to be loving to them. They recognize all this in you, and they go about creating this fake illusion, creating a made-up person, someone they believe you're going to fall in love with. So they set the trap. They lay out the bait, and very innocently we fall into their trap, and we become hooked, madly in love with them. Now, from a psychopathic kind of angle, this is a pretty good situation they've got. They have captured someone they believe is a superior human being, someone very capable of love, compassion, and empathy. And now this person, the victim, me, you, all of us, is now madly in love, almost in a hypnotic, trance-like state, becoming very submissive to their bizarre whims and needs and demands. I mean, you'd think if you were a psychopath, you would identify this and say, holy shit, I got it made. No, this is not a good deal to them. You would think after all that effort to get you hooked, they would appreciate having you hooked, but absolutely not. Having you hooked now presents a need for them to engage in a different level of intimacy, and they can't do that. They just can't connect on a human level. The fact that you're loving them is requiring them to love you back, and they're not capable of that. A relationship is going to put emotional demands for empathy, compassion, love, consideration, on them that they cannot reciprocate. They can't offer that back. So it becomes very frightening to them. And then, of course, up comes their fear of abandonment. So now they've got you hooked. The whole while they're thinking, oh shit, they're going to leave me. So rather than sit there in a panic state of anxiety and fear, anticipating the abandonment, now they got to force the abandonment into the relationship. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, had they just accepted the love that you were offering them, they would have probably gone on to have really rich and fulfilled lives. Sadly, this is not at all what they want. What they want, what they need with absolute addictive type desperation. They need the chaos. They need the insanity. They need to be constantly plotting against you. They need to be exposing themselves in the form of projection and gaslighting. They love sneaking behind your back and doing horrible things and then accusing you of the very things they're doing. They love this shit. This is all they need. This is all they desire. The whole concept of having someone love them is not about the love. It's about the abuse that they get to inflict on you. It's about the pain that you experience. They need that pain. They need to create that pain in you so they can feed off it. They are absolute soul vampires, flesh-eating zombies. If you're not hurt, they're not satisfied. So you'd ask yourself, even if they could have just accepted the love, even if they could have, put down some of the insanity, slowed down some of the abuse, what have you really got there? You've got to remember always that we are dealing with some super, super sickos, and a form of mental disturbance that presents exactly like demonic possession. And I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of well-trained, non-tinfoil hat wearing professionals out there who say absolutely they're demon possessed. But either way, regardless of what their trip is, they've had a complete psychotic break from reality. Nothing that you're experiencing is like what they're experiencing. And I find now, okay, I'm 8 months away. I had been 7 months planning my exit strategy. So I'm really at 15 months since I emotionally severed from Trevor, since he absolutely, mask fell off, saw what it was over. It was absolutely over for me on an emotional level. I was done with him. But even 15 months later, when I look back on it and I think about what I was then perceiving as love, to me feels like now it just feels really toxic and chemically induced, almost like I was under some sort of hypnosis, some sort of spell, almost in a trance, because I've been in love with real human beings before. I've been in real love exchanges, and it was nothing like that. There was a realness and an authenticity and a rawness to it that just was never replicated with Trevor. It just felt really synthetic. Nope. They set up the love in the first place and then destroy it. That's it. That's all. And even if they could just kind of work their way into that loving relationship, what have you got? You've got an absolute piece of fucking shit from hell that cannot love you, has no empathy, has no compassion, is actively sitting plotting evil against you, is waiting for something bad to happen in your life, for them to launch an attack against you. This is someone who is actively going around creating lies and smear campaigns against you and just all these false accusations, which are really just confessions of their own disgusting behavior, actively mind controlling these new victims, creating flying monkeys to launch attacks against you. I mean, they're sick in the fucking head. So what good could ever come of this? Honestly, I have never been so happy to be away from anyone in my life as I have been to be away from that rotten fucking Trevor. If you guys are still stuck, God, I'm feeling for you. I really am, because I'll tell you, when I was stuck, I was in this constant, elevated state of full-blown anxiety and panic and fear. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. And you know what? I got out under tremendous challenges, and you can too. Just keep working on your exit strategy. Just stay focused, and I promise you will get out. Took me 7 months, but you will get out. So even in the end, if there was a way for them to just sit peacefully in the love that you were trying to offer them, you're never getting any love back. You're never getting what you truly deserve from a relationship. This is just a bad deal all around. I often ask Trevor, like, why are you fucking everything up? Like, I'm just trying to love you. Well, no, it's a bad deal. And even if they could accept your love, you're never getting any back. I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. Guys, I hope you're having a narc-free day. Peace be with you all.